Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we have seen ChatGPT is making a lot of buzz lately. In this video, I'll walk you through how you can interact with ChatGPT, call the ChatGPT API, use them in Postman, and eventually in the coming video, I'll show how we can include that in a VBCS. So first of all, you need to navigate to openai.com. So this is the company who built the ChatGPT. So this is what you see on my screen is the website login page. So here you have different section where you can search something, login, sign up, everything. And you have a section called developers. So once you go to the developers, there's something called API reference. So let me go there. So once you go to the API reference, you have all the documentation around the API reference. You can go through that. You can go through the how authentication is established, how you make the request, what are the different models which are available. So you see Chat GPT 3, Chat GPT 4, these are models, okay. And then you have something called chat, completions, images. These are basically different models and different things which you can use Chat GPT for. So now I'll make a simple REST call. Before that, to interact with this particular API, you need to have your authentication key. So I'll show you how you can get that. So once you sign up or log in, like once you sign up and then log into the openapi.com. So here I'm using one of my friend's email ID here. So here you have a section called View API keys. Okay, so once you click on that, so you'll see the API key list of API keys which is being associated with your account. Currently, there is no API key, so we can create one. I'll show you how we can do that. For that, you just need to click on Create New Secret Key. Once you click on Create New Separate Key, a pop-up would come which will ask you to provide a secret key name. So let me give it a name, my API key, and then just click on Create Secret Key. So your API key would be created. Okay. Now coming back to the API references. So first of all, we will want to know what are the different models which is there. So for that, we have this list models API. Okay. So it shows how your request should be and how your response would be. So you see there is an ID object, like these are the ID of the different models. Okay. And you can also retrieve a particular model. For that, you need to pass the path parameter as a model, which is nothing but the ID of that particular model. And then there is something called chat. So basically, you would have seen that you give some input to the chat GPT and you get some response. So we can do that operation from here also using the API. Okay, so for that, this is the API. I'll show you how we create this. Okay. Here you have different sections. You have different things here, model, messages, role. We'll come to all of this once we start. So but first of all, the first step is how we can get the list of different models. Okay, so for that, I have my API key. Now let me open the Postman. So I have my Postman here. Let me create a request. Let me give it a name as models list. Okay, now let me get that API reference. So where is that models, and this is the API. Now you come here, you go back to the Postman. So in the get section, you just give the uh, API, this API REST endpoint. So it is the thing which you're seeing on the screen. Now go to authorization. Here you just give it as basic token. Okay, and in the basic token, let me just copy paste the API key which we just generated. Okay, where is that? I'm not sure whether I've copied it, so let me again go. So you can get your API key from here. So I've already showed you this navigation. So here, so once that is created, you can just click on edit key. How to copy this? There should be an option to copy it. Let me see whether it works. Coming back here. No, it doesn't copy it. Okay, let me send it. So see, the API key which we pass is incorrect. I'm not sure why we are not able to copy it. Ideally, it should be copyable. So let me there a new API key? Okay. So let me create a new key. Okay, and let me give it my API key and create secret key. Let me copy this one this time. Okay, and let me delete the previous one. So previous one is deleted. Now coming back to my Postman. So in the token, I just need to pass my key and just send a request. So now coming to the response, so we have got the response. So we have different IDs, basically the different models, and there. So these are the name of the different models, owned by who. All those information is there. So this is basically how we access the ChatGPT API through Postman. In the next video, I'll show you how we can access the chat REST call. Okay, so basically the chat which you do in ChatGPT, we will be doing that through Postman. And in the next video, I'll show how we can use this API to how we can integrate this API into VBCS, and then we would try to interact with ChatGPT through VBCS. Hope you would have liked this video. Uh, if you found it useful, I'll request you to please subscribe my channel, like the video, and share it with your friends. Thank you.